We're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp. All we need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown. Your confidence is refreshing. I almost hate to ask, but are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious. The bane of every academic. I believe, for the first time in ages, that I am not afraid. I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement. But deep down, I was afraid. Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential. Of course you do. What blade cuts deeper than having unachievable standards for yourself? Since we met, everything I believed has been proven wrong. That the island can be controlled. That I alone can fix it. Even my parents. Gods. They really had no idea what they were doing. Just like me. And look how that turned out. I'm so tired of being afraid. I need to accept my limitations or embrace them. Even if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. And for the first time, it's fine. Perfectly fine. Really? I wouldn't know what to do with that much encouragement. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these little moments. You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that. If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy to teach you what I know. All you have to do is ask. Excellent. The Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education. If there's anything you've been dying to learn from an animancer, now is the time. Very well. Hold your questions to the end if you don't mind. Otherwise, I'll lose my train of thought. Now, let's begin. You, drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention? Really? What's the last thing I said? Oh, I stand corrected. Even if you had dozed off, no harm done. Besides, a little nap is good for the soul. I slept through my share of lectures, and look how I turned out. That's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind. Oh, yes. The little butterflies in my stomach are more restless than ever. When I joined you, I needed to put a stop to the dream scourge. So much has changed since then. There may be nothing for me in the garden. Nothing I haven't learned outside of it. But I still want to see it for myself. Something tells me the garden would defy any attempt to measure it. One cannot catalog the impossible. On a journey such as this, it's better to cast aside your expectations. They can only weigh you down. You know me, always ready with an answer. I've heard the Wardens are very set in their ways, for better or worse. Usually the worse. Vidaro tried to form a trade agreement with the Council. Copper and glass in exchange for grain. But it went nowhere. They weren't interested in outside help. The Wardens value self-reliance, maybe because they have an inflated sense of their own importance. No offense, Marius.
No, you pretty much got it right.
They have a righteous duty to protect these lands, and believe that it can and should be done without the help of outsiders. It's a bit like shooting yourself in the foot because you don't trust anyone else to wield the gun. For you, anything. Thanks for talking. Many animancers believe that nature is there to be measured, controlled, subverted. Well, I've been contemplating that assumption. Quite a bit, in fact. You made peace with the Delimgan in Galawain's Tusks. Could that be a sign of things to come? Possibly, if they were to find common ground. I've spent my life trying to dominate nature, to overcome the limitations of our existence for the good of everyone, just like my mother. But what if animancers coexisted with the natural world, supporting instead of exploiting? With a little encouragement, it could be possible. There's plenty of work ahead of us, but I'd say we're off to a good start. Now, let's try and stay on nature's good side. We have a reputation to uphold. What do you want to know? Not before I've done some reading.
Rawatayans love to boast about how barren and rugged our homeland is. But we've got nothing on the Pargrunan living here. I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw, day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever leaving the Tusks.
I did tell you that, didn't I? Must have been drunk.
I'm all for pulling together, but that's just oppressive.
You're not alone. A lot of people in Solace would agree with you.
Exactly. It's not a home if you have to lock people in it. Ravatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil, the lands never supported us easily. So many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We explore the world as soldiers or as part of a trade mission. We venture out. We're encouraged to. Yeah, strength through striving. Everyone in the Living Lands faces struggle, but people choose that, and usually to escape something worse. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely. Never. The Pargrunan of Solace are notoriously suspicious of outsiders. Though, from the looks of this place, Solace's real concern has got to be keeping its people in, not keeping the rest of us out. Good thing you're asking the expert. What do you want to know? I've got extra water in my pack if anyone needs it.
Envoy, last time I was here, I was fully convinced I'd never be back. I left Solace under the cover of darkness, through an exit only me and a friend of mine knew about. More importantly, I left without permission, which means I more or less exiled myself. Solace is the oldest standing settlement in the lands. Tradition all but forbids aimless wandering. I've met Pargrunan from elsewhere who seem driven to travel. Seems strange to me. You'll see when we get there. Solace isn't the most welcoming place, even to those who live there. Anyway. What do you want to talk about? Mount Forja erupts every few years. Usually just small little burps of ash and a few extra lava flows. It's like it wants to remind everyone it's still here. Which is ridiculous, really. Smell that rotten egg scent on the wind? That's Forja. As much as I want to blame it on Kai. Just another reason the people of Solace tend to stay inside. I've seen more signs of bandits out here than I remember from before. I'm not even sure who they're raiding, to be honest. There's more out there than I could tell you about. Best you go see it for yourself. Let's see. First rule in Galawain's Tusks is to be grateful for every breath. The air itself is poisonous here, if you breathe enough of it. Don't overexert yourself, and keep your heartbeat slow. A wet cloth over your mouth and nose will help. Remember that this place wants to kill you at all times. Act like your every step is putting you in danger. And make sure to clear your eyes, ears, and nose every now and then. Ash builds up faster than you'd expect. You know, if you're this interested in survival in the living lands, we can take this even further. You've done all right out here, but there's always more to know if you want to survive. So, what do you want to learn? You want to know everything? Right. You came to the right person. It's good to know things, but you need to be physically fit, so we're gonna stretch your limbs and get those joints moving. And then we're gonna give you little bites of bad berries. Maybe send you on a long run. You're gonna be as fit as an ox. Let's get started. Right. That about does it. You're a quick study. At least now I don't have to worry about you so much out there. I can spend my time watching over Kai and Yatsley. Teaching is its own reward, I guess. What's that you're drinking?
Some tea from the Deerwood.
Schemes in the dark. The mountains shift in unknowable shapes. The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place. The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such victory? Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake. Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this? A bulwark unshaken. Why? Oil in a lamp. It burns to sustain itself. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break? Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
That'll show him.
What, like it's hard? That's done.
I'll fix this. Come on! Come all! Not bad for a scholar. Looks like this place was abandoned recently.
What sort of expedition chooses to cross a valley full of lava?
Gather round!
Another hunt, another meal for all of us. I wonder if it'll taste any better this time.
It better be after that burrower. Damn leg still hurts. Are you sure there's not anything else you can give me for the pain?
You will heal up all right. Don't worry. It will be sore for a while, but you'll be good to go soon. I am happy to hunt. I will leave talk to Solace. like the hunt never ends.
You've been bothering my followers, haven't you? That's one word for it, I suppose. Speak, Adiren. It does not please me. Now listen up, Adiren. I am the leader of those under the banner of the outcast. We are exiled, we are kept starved, and willing to kill to survive. Stay out of our lands, or die.
Clear and concise. Have to respect that, at least.
I don't trust your lot, Adiren. Don't think I'm not wise to you and yours. Dukte Dragu, that's what I'm talking about. I'll tell you the same thing I told Radut over at the tower. These banners mark the dead dirt we claim as our own. As long as these banners fly, as long as we hold our own, I have nothing to say to you. And if you're thinking about stealing one of our banners again, Envoy, I've got another idea for you. Eat shit.
You might want to let the Wardens know about all this.
leave our banners be.
Looks like we aren't the only ones out here. Be careful.
Some ways this, some ways that. Don't see why that matters when we're so near to starving. So Adir blew a ruin into rubble. You must be very proud.
Radut, be reasonable. We can't live out here like this.
Listen, we're besieged by Mali and her outsiders. Ray still begs me to search for the missing Adiran merchant convoy, but we're stretched too thin even for that. I only ask you to hold on a bit longer until our replacement comes.
I will try. But this can't last.
Oh, what a large tower. Do you think the Watchers are compensating for something?
If you're buying, I'm selling. I'm not quite sure what you're holding there. But if anyone can help you, it's Forge Master Della. You can find them in the forge in Solace Keep, if they'll let you inside. Ugh. Oh, don't worry. We're long past that.
I know you're having fun, dear, but leave the poor man alone.
Hey. If you're buying, I'm selling.
However long you need to stay, Gillian, stay.
Thank... Oh, you stopped by. It's so good to see you again. Thank you. Gods, I'm glad to be out of that cave and, well, back to something normal. And Lorraine over there has really made me feel welcome. More than welcome, even. She really helps me feel at ease. It's nice being with her. Thanks. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Anyway, I should let you get back to it. I'll be here should you ever need me for any reason. Oh, and one thing before I forget. The Wardens let me open shop. I don't have as much for sale as I like, but if you want to see what I've got, just ask.
Another Adiran. Damned if I ever saw the like. So you're the envoy they reported at the gate. I heard your kit blew an old ruin to bits. I don't have to worry about you smuggling cannons into the Tusks, do I? I believe it. The sentries were right about you. You have the same features as Arnandru. Taller, of course, but nevertheless. I'm going to treat this as a good omen. Nandru himself knows we need one out here.
Founder of Solace Keep. They have a statue of him there. You both share, similar features around the face, huh?
Anyway, the Tusks never offered us much, and that was before the beetles rose in their numbers. Never mind the Zorips, or the Dream Scourge, or fucking Amalia.
Amalia? That delightful bandit leader? We've met.
Wait, you know Amalia? I'm sorry, I hope that was as far as the harassment went. Gods, the whole thing is a mess. Not in that way. She and I used to command this tower in turn. I and my Wardens kept watch while she and hers rested in the keep. And so too the reverse. Until her last watch, that is. When she and her Wardens abandoned their post and marched on the gate and tried to leave. Because life in the tower is torture. We're low on supplies. The Vastes are leaning against us. They had made a request to the keep for aid. After it was denied, her Wardens spoke of mutiny. And after that, well, fighting broke out at the gate. My Wardens and I rushed from our leave when we heard the alarms. Drove Amalia back. Now she set up camps in the Vastes. Main one is just up north in the Twined Wood. Another just west of there, in a tower. Another east, in a cave. She's broken her oath, and I'm trying to find a way to uphold mine. To watch over the garden. It is this that keeps us bound to the Tusks. Our oaths are mortal matters. Should we die with an oath unfulfilled, our spirits will linger until another of our Wardens sees it completed. And if one of our own breaks an oath, it is a death sentence. All I want is peace with her. But our talks, such as they were, have totally broken down. Whenever I approach, she just tells me to stay away from the land beneath her banners. And after her raid, after our skirmishes, I don't see how we can talk anymore. Would you be willing to talk to her? I know she was short with you already, but as an envoy, I'm sure you've diffused more complicated situations. I have no demands except that she stops attacking us for trading near her camps. But she says she won't stop until they can all leave. And I can't grant her passage out of the Tusks. She has no duty out there. Nor can I grant her one. I don't know how to break the stalemate.
We may have given her no choice but to negotiate. Her people are gone.
Wait, you've killed her wardens? I see. I guess you had to defend yourself. I suppose the situation will resolve one way or another now. If you could talk to Amalia, if you can somehow end this without any more killing, I'd be grateful. Thank you, Envoy. I'll be around. Let me know whatever it is you come to.
Are you sure I can't do anything else for you?
No, you're so sweet. I'm all right for now, thank you.
Good. If you need anything, just let me know. Even if it's just a hot drink. I'm happy to do anything I can.
That means so much to me, Lorraine. I'll take you up on that later.
I can't wait. Oh! You must be the envoy who saved Gilleen. Then I can't tell you how nice it is to meet you. And I must thank you for saving Gilleen. I'd like to thank you all the same, envoy. When she first came through on the caravan, I'd never met anyone like her. I can't tell you how worried I was when the caravan never came back. I had no idea what happened, and when she told me about the ogre...
It's over now, and I'm so thankful to be here. I hope so too.
Thank you, envoy, for everything. Be safe out there.
A parting cloud. A solitary sprout in a dead land. It grows here still. We twine.
I wonder when we'll get back to the keep.
Why? Kostyu's really starting to raise a stink.
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder.
Well, let's not talk about it. Wouldn't I can believe Adir blew apart an old ruin, but that they did so to contain some kind of monster? Foolishness. What could be causing this? What could be causing this?
Lorraine seems really stuck on that Gilleen, doesn't she? How adorable.
Northeast to get to Solace Keep. Safest place in the Tusks.
Come on! Come all!
Need to get to this before the mortar dries. need to get to this before the mortar dries.
You're the one who's killed my friends, aren't you?
Do you think she'd believe us if we said no?
We're forced to stay, forced to starve, forced to die unless we fight for ourselves. And now... Answer me, Envoy. It was you, wasn't it? Right. Give me one reason I shouldn't kill you where you stand. You were attacked because you intruded on our lands. Bandits, huh? I'll send you to the grave so you can apologize to them personally.
Stop right! I'm with you!
We've got company!
Are you sure?
No, yours.
Good. You... Then I...
It's...
I heard there's been more bandits seen in the Twinewood.
I heard that too. Captain Radut says he has it under control.
The captain's in Nimdut, but I'll never doubt his dedication. Rooting out bandits.
I only doubt him when he's placing bets.
So, this tower has gone downhill, hasn't it?
Oh, I've never seen anything like it.
That Luray has a one-track mind.
We lost our sister tower in the primordial depths past Solus.
Need to get to this before the mortar dries.
How knowledgeable are you about it? About boat maintenance?
I know enough to patch a hull or mend a sail. Why do you ask?
You're the one who's killed my friends, aren't you?
We didn't know they were your friends. The topic never came up.
We're forced to stay, forced to starve, forced to die unless we fight for ourselves. And now... Answer me, Envoy. It was you, wasn't it? Right. Give me one reason I shouldn't kill you where you stand. God damn it! All right, I'll have my Wardens stand down. We'll offer no more resistance to anyone. Before I say anything else, tell me, do you know Radut over at the tower? Parley. All right. Well, let's begin then. I'll be blunt. I don't know how my Wardens and I can reconcile with Radut or with the Keep. We spilled blood when we tried to leave, Envoy, and we've spilled more hoping to hurt them enough to change their minds. Never mind our reasons for marching on the gate. That's not something that's forgiven. I don't share your optimism. But I suppose it's try or die now. Still, I don't see how this resolves well. They'll never let us leave. Even if they forgive us, the evils that drove my wardens to the gates won't go away. I don't see how we're not fucked. There's no food. The land itself is hostile, making life in the tower unbearable. Maybe it'd be easier if we had trade, but the Council refuses that. And even if they allowed it, our existence in the keep is against our nature as Pargrunen. We're meant to roam. Nandru's oath forbids that, though. We're only born to die here as we watch over the garden. No one escapes. Not anymore, anyway. There were expeditions out, in the past. My father led one before I was born. Died on a hill I'll never see. You mean How did I not? All this time,
At least you and yours can be free now.
Yes. Yes, I'll talk to my wardens. We'll ready our departure. Our leave won't be granted immediately, but that is a winning argument. Take this. It'll open up the chest just to your right. I want you to have what's in there. Thank you, Envoy. I'll take it from here.
A sprout. The hair leaves the burrow. A shift in the earthen plate. Free to wander.
Hey, I might have something for you.
Welcome back to the tower, envoy. I'm all ears, envoy. Her father... That would get her out. Forgive me, envoy. No one's left the keep in... I don't know how long, and... I never thought of this.
No one's left in centuries. How many have wanted to? How many have died wanting to?
Please, I'd like a moment alone now, if that's all right. We'll let them out when they're ready. It's just... a lot to reckon with.
It's so strange to even think about this as a possible option.
Who's next? Anyone?
I shall not soon forget your kindness.
How did the Steel Garrote get here before us? Udwin is a sneaky one.
Envoy? Been thinking about Amalia a bit. You got yourself involved and found a way for her to leave the Tusks. I'm not sure you know what a huge favor that was. Solas's traditions exist for a reason. It's just not always a good reason. Right. I just wanted to make sure you knew how big that was, in case she didn't thank you enough. Envoy, what do you need? Not before I've done some reading. Hey, I wanted to
Gather round.
Who are you, Spirit? The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The steel garrote. Our minds. Broken. I won't let it take me. I'll keep my sanity. You're... not real! You can't be. No! Go away, Spirit!
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the pain of the hare. The justice of the wild.
Go away! Oh, I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must. My soul is mine. Mine! It will not be despoiled. What was that prayer Ludwig taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Woodica, by your withering gaze, I bind this tricksome devil. Oh, God, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me! I don't want to see it!
Oh no, the poor dear. I don't think he can be helped. I just mean that we're running low on options.
The ruiner, the rival, the seed of the poisonous tree. She said, she commanded me, find the path and open the way. Raise the wood when we get there. The Queen receives petitioners from atop her burning throne. The Queen and she... None shall pass, she said. None but she and the Queen that was and always will be. Woedica, bind you, villain!
They're coming! That was a close one.